Broadcasting from the underground command post, deep in the bowels of a hidden bunker, somewhere under the brick and steel of a nondescript building, we've once again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
Hello, everybody. Mark Levin here. Our number, 877-381-3811, 877-381-3811. I want to thank my buddy Curtis Sliwa, the great WABC, and he is an icon in this business. I've been preparing for this program all weekend, and I just walked into the bunker 10 minutes ago because my flight was delayed. I've got family 2,000 miles away and family 1,000 miles away, and some family ain't doing so great. So, you know, I spend the weekend or some weekends making sure I take care of them, or help them. So I'm not going to get into that. I'm just saying it's been quite a ride, but I'm ready. I've been ready. All weekend long. All weekend long on cable TV. All weekend long. Saturday and the Sunday shows on network TV. And I mean all cable TV. The President of the United States has been smeared. And it is relentless and it is endless. And I'm sick of it. And people keep judging him, his reaction to this, his reaction to that. Most of us would have a nervous breakdown by now. The constant assault on this president, which is absolutely unwarranted. The absolute disrespect that's shown the office of the presidency and this president. The clear effort to destroy him and everyone and anything associated with him is undermining this country. North Korea has nuclear weapons, thanks to prior presidents. Iran has been and is trying to get nuclear weapons, thanks to prior presidents. China is on the move, stealing our technology, thanks to prior presidents. Russia is on the move, thanks to prior presidents. And day in and day out, we have to hear people like Adam Schiff and others character assassinating this president, suggesting that the Russians have something on him. And then they all suggest that the Russians have nothing on him. They have absolutely nothing on him. If they had something on him by now, we'd know about it. Donald Trump is the most investigated man in American history. He's got committees investigating him. He's got 1,000 newspapers investigating him. He's got a special counsel investigating him. He has a state attorney general in New York investigating him. He's the most investigated man in American history. By every level of government, by every news operation, and they have nothing. This is not even an attack on Donald Trump, as horrible as it is. It's not even an attack on his family, as horrible as it is. It's an attack on the American people. The American people voted for him. And I don't want to hear about the popular vote. That's not what the Constitution provides. It's called the Electoral College. And just because you run up numbers in California, that doesn't mean, Hillary Clinton would have been president. Every single president in this country who was elected through the Electoral College, not the popular vote. So we're not falling for that. You know, he tweets this and he says that and he ought to do this. Every single thing this man does is hyper investigated. They're obsessed over him. Why does he tweet? Because it's the only way he can get his message out. It's the only way he can communicate with the American people. He goes around the media, and they hate him for it because they want to sabotage him. They're all about sabotage. The media are all about sabotage. The Democrat Party are all about sabotage. Most of the professors who are tenured in this country also are all about sabotaging him. That's what's going on here. Because, you see, they feel they were within reach of their nirvana, of their utopia, of their paradise, within reach. The great Barack Obama for 8 years, turning the country inside out and upside down. The great Barack Obama selling out America, destroying national sovereignty in our borders. They thought they were within reach. And then Hillary loses. How could she possibly lose? How could she possibly lose? Especially to Donald Trump, this outsider, this TV guy, this real estate guy, this guy who's never been a politician. How could she possibly lose to him? All the money we poured into her campaign, all the votes we got, legal and illegal, all the media supporting her, all the elites, the establishment just behind her, and she still lost. We thought we carried her across the finish line. How is this possible? Something's wrong with the American people. Something's wrong with the Constitution, like the Electoral College. And we have to fix this. And you know how we're going to fix this? We're going to destroy him. And they take this Russia narrative that was hatched by the Hillary Clinton campaign through the Fusion dossier. They take this Russia narrative, run it up the FBI's flagpole, run it up the CIA's flagpole, run it up the National Intelligence Director's flagpole, run it into the media, push the narrative, he wins, and it's been Russia, Russia, Russia ever since. They don't have squat, watch yourself, Mark, not a damn thing. And then he fights back. This is what they hate the most. He fights back. He's an innocent man. He's an innocent man. He hasn't done anything to deserve this. He fights back for himself. He fights back for his family. He fights back for his presidency. He fights back for his administration. And they can't stand it. They thought they would have broken him by now. And another man they would have broken by now. They thought they had him on the ropes. They've never had him on the ropes. They're trying to criminalize his administration. They're trying to impeach his administration if they get the numbers. They're trying to smear it and character assassinate it every conceivable way they can. Iran threatens us and he pushes back, and now we're told that's done because he's trying to distract us. No president has ever been treated this way. Reagan comes the closest, and he's not even close. Barack Obama was treated as a king. You want to talk about dictators? You want to talk about kings? Oh, the freedom of the press. Look what our free press did. They slobbered all over him. All over him. Nobody has done more damage to the United States Constitution than Barack Obama and the judges that he appointed. That's right. And the judges that he appointed, who've tried to undermine this president, whenever it comes to immigration or whatever it comes to. Completely out of control. Completely out of control. I've never seen so many lightweights in the media in my life. Lightweights, low IQ, truly stupid people who claim to be reporters, who claim to be news people. And we know what they do. They all meet in the evening, not all together, but they have their little cabals. They get together, pat themselves on the back. They actually think they're doing a service to the nation. They're not doing any service to the nation. They're destroying their reputations. They're destroying their profession. They're not even professionals. They're out of the closet, hardcore leftists. Look at that lineup at CNN. It is grotesque for its political bias. Look at that lineup at MSNBC. It is grotesque, filled with Democrats. Appalling. And if there's any conservative platform out there, it's trashed. Look at CNN. This fool Brian Stelter at CNN, a lightweight, a dumb guy. He's hired for the sole purpose of trying to take down Fox and Sean Hannity. Every weekend, Fox and Sean Hannity, Fox and Sean Hannity. Like the guys in Heat or something. These aren't serious people, but they're in powerful positions. Everybody isn't engaged in what's going on, so they hear day in and day out, big lies and little lies. And the most disgusting, outrageous things said about the President of the United States. He responds to it. He's defending himself. Like any good red-blooded American male would. That's right. They liked it when Republicans rolled over. Like Paul Ryan rolls over. Mitch McConnell rolls over. The Republican establishment rolls over. Many past presidents roll over. This guy won't roll over. That's one of the reasons we like him. It's one of the reasons they hate him. And they insist that he roll over. They insist that he balance a ball on his nose. They insist that he juggles when they tell him to juggle. And they have not held back in any respect, even their late-night court jesters. The dumbest, most boring comedians ever. They've destroyed late-night comedy. What other men built, what other women built. Johnny Carson, Steve Allen, Parr, Joan Rivers. Whatever, they've built comedy and they've destroyed it because they destroy everything. Instead, you get these pukes like Kimmel and Colbert. What's the other idiot's name? I can't remember all their names. Doesn't matter. Unbelievable. All right, I just got started. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
The media in this country is corrupt through and through. It is ideological through and through. The president is right to call it the fake news. Now, the media, as a rule, not the enemy of the people, but there are reporters who are. When they distort news, when they use certain guests in order to promote an agenda, when they omit certain important pieces of information, when they continue this drumbeat, which encourages guests who call the president a Nazi, who lie about immigration, that we're running Nazi concentration camps and Japanese internment camps. Who's ever heard of rhetoric like this? In news programs. Who's ever heard of talk like this? Have these people ever been to Auschwitz? Have they ever watched a movie about the Holocaust? Do they know what took place? Are they familiar with Japanese internment camps? Do they know who's responsible for it? Do they know what took place? No. They're historically illiterate or they're ideologically driven, either one. That's not media providing information to the American people. These are propagandists who push an agenda. They hate this man, Trump. They loved Obama, and the reporting showed it. Because it's not reporting, it's propaganda. I'll give you an example. Stormy Daniels is a non-story. Stormy Daniels is a non-story. There was a non-disclosure agreement apparently signed. So why is there a story? Because she's violated her non-disclosure agreement. They're trying to embarrass the president. So what? Week after week after week after week, a porn star, the media, mainstreams a porn star, and her crackpot slip and fall lawyer. He was on ABC Sunday with George Stephanopoulos. Why? Why? Is he particularly smart? Has he done anything special? Is he profound? Is there something we need to know? No. Because they want him on national TV. You have a 28-year-old moron, a Democratic socialist, who won the primary in New York City with 16 or 17,000 votes. And now the whole world's supposed to change. She's an idiot. The more she talks, the more it's clear she's an idiot. Bernie Sanders comes in second, loses to Hillary Clinton. He hasn't won a damn thing. He's a loser. Every day, Bernie Sanders is